Yo, this your boy Notorious Ren, man. And I'm back with another story, man. Jail story. Um, I think this will be like part 3 or 4 in my chronicles. Prison. I think I want to get in. I want to touch on some real quick. I want to touch on altercations, physical altercations, like some good fights that I had, man. And I think I touched on Stink, me fighting Stink from Harrisburg. That joint was a tough one. That joint was a doozy. Like I told you, Stink was like 6'2", 6'1", 6'2", 230. I was 5'11", 195. And I did not lose that fight. I did not lose that fight. So I'm going to tell you a story real quick about me. I fought 2 niggas. Me versus Slim and his young boy. I can't remember the young boy name, but Slim from West Philly. Slim got like 30 years. You know what I mean? So Slim was on some turkey time anyway, because he had all that fucking time and shit. Whatever. Me, this is my second go round in the state prison. I got the 8-piece. I got 8 years. He got like 30. I'm on C block. I'm on C block, C2. I was on C block, Cole Township, SCI Cole Township, inmate number FF9674, DeRim Morgan. I think I was in like cell 48 on C2, cell 48, right by the stairs. As soon as you go up and shit, right down from the counselor's office. So what happened was, we in the day room, right? So we playing dominoes. Young buck, he called next. I can't remember his name. He called next on the domino table. Now, mind you, I'm not on the honor block or none of that shit yet. I'm like only like 3 years into my bed, maybe 2 years into my bed. My cousin Harold is there. I mean, Harold Morgan. Shout out to my cuz. He was there because my cuz was ready to go. I'm going to this whole story real quick, right? I'm going to shoot this joint y'all real quick. This joint was crazy. So we downstairs. This is what I'm trying to tell you about prison. That is, you got to understand that prison is hard. You got to be, the way I'm about to explain to y'all how I am in prison is how you got to be to survive, man, because you got to keep your reputation where that shit need to be. If you don't keep that shit where that shit need to be, you going to get tried, and worse, something going to happen to you. Something going to happen to you sometimes, even if you stand on your principles and you stand up for what you believe in, and you go out on your shield like a warrior, it can happen to you. But my whole thing is, at the end of the day, you rather them tell the stories the way that they tell my stories. And anybody that was there going to tell my story the correct way. So we at the domino table. You know what I mean? Youngin, he called next on the domino table. He like, all right, cool, you got it, or whatever. He playing for money though, right? So we playing for some bread. So Youngin, so we at the table, we win, they sit down. You know what I mean? But Youngin, he ain't really, to me, he ain't no threat like that. You know what I mean? Mind you, I'm in tip-top condition in prison. The whole time I'm in prison, I'm in tip-top condition. This nigga, he like 5'7", but he rolling with a nigga that will put some work in. He rolling with a nigga that's official. You know what I'm saying? But he ain't really official. You know what I'm saying? He just rolling with a nigga that's official. And so he feel like he official because he rolling with a nigga that's official. But that's how that shit is upstate. Niggas come upstate, they get the battery put in their back. They might have shot a few niggas on the streets, but they come in that joint. They don't know who you really are. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't know you. They might see everybody respect you or whatever, but a lot of times niggas be smelling themselves. So we playing dominoes or whatever. And I forgot what happened, but we beat him in the hand. And we was up. And we was basically ready to win. And they was ready to have to pay up because we had we have our money in the laundry bag. You bring your money in the laundry bag and sit that shit down by your feet in the day room by the table. So they ready to lose. So I forgot what was said, but we joking or whatever, something. And I say something to him, and the nigga say, man, suck my dick. Man, that nigga ain't even get the CK out his mouth. I'm telling you what niggas told me. They said, Ren, you punched this nigga in his mouth so fast and picked your dominoes back up so fast that nobody even fucking realized what happened. That's how fast it happened. He was like, man, suck my dick. I'm like, bah! I caught him. Picked my dominoes right back up. Looked at him right in his face because he was to my left. So I hit him with the left hand. Wow! Looked at him, picked my shit up. I'm like, nigga, what's up, nigga? Now, you know, all the games out the door. Now, everybody alert now. Everybody like, oh, shit, Ray go left right now. I'm like, what's up, nigga? I get my celly real quick. I'm like, celly. My celly come over to the table. I'm like, yo, man, go upstairs real quick and pack my shit. That's how you do it. When you know you ready to get in some shit, you tell your celly pack your shit. I'm like, yo, man, go pack my shit, bro. I'm ready to fuck this nigga up out here real quick. So now he holding his mouth bleeding. I'm like, what's up, nigga? What you trying to do? He like, nah, that's cool. Mind you, Slim ain't there. His old head ain't there. He don't want no smoke. He get up from the table, he leave. We stop playing dominoes. We go post up, we chilling or whatever. My cuz come over, Harold come over, like, yo, you straight? I'm like, yeah, everything cool, man. But shit ain't about that. Fuck that nigga. So now, Slim come to me. I don't know where Slim was at, but he come to me before day room was over. It's day room, it's nighttime, it's day room. Day room may be over. He like, yo, man. He don't know what happened. Slim don't even realize yet that I punched him in his mouth. Slim like, yo, Ren, like, yo, my young boy, like, y'all cool? I'm like, yeah, man. He said some shit out of his mouth, man. Da, da, da. It's cool. It's straight. But I ain't say I hit him or not. Like, it's straight. He like, all right, nah, it's cool, Ren. Like, leave that shit alone. I'm thinking he know. So we go in there. We go to sleep. We wake up the next morning. We going to breakfast. It's early in the fucking morning. We going to breakfast the next morning. Breakfast is like 7 in the morning, 6:30, 7 in the morning. We go to count. We do our count and all that shit. We go to breakfast. So we on our way back from breakfast. He walking with the young boy. So he like, yo, he like, run me out at you for a minute. Now at this point, I'm like, I'm tired of this shit. I'm like, what's up, man? What's up, son? What's up? He like, nah, man, you know, my youngin' told me what happened last night. You put your hands on him and shit like that. And he was like, yo, you gotta give him a fair one. I was like, all right, cool. I was like, I be going back to the block right now. Like, I'm gonna shoot him the fair one. He was like, all right, that's what's up, man. Good looking out. I'm like, nah, it's cool, whatever. I was like, but yo, I want to fight you when I'm done fighting him. Since you keep coming to me with these fucking messages, nigga. Now you got to fight me too on top of that. He like, damn, it's like that. I'm like, yeah, nigga, it's like that, nigga. Bring your ass too. I'm going to fuck him up. And then I'm going to fuck you up after I fuck him up. So now, how it goes is you go back to your cell. Anybody that been up Cole Township know Pennsylvania State Prison System. After child, you go back to your cell until line movement. So they call the line movement, everybody go to school. Now we got C.O. Brown. Anybody that was there in the 2008, 9, 10 circa that was on C block, C2, C.O. Brown was working there. He's a big 49ers fan, white dude, bald head, beard, he got like a red beard. C.O. Brown. So that's my man. You know what I mean? At the time, I'm a block worker anyway. You know what I mean? I'm a block worker. So I go in there, I tell my silly, I say, yo, shit ready go down. You know what I mean? Me and my cuz, me and Harold was walking back. I'm like, yo, shit ready go down. He like, all right, cool. He like, you straight? I'm like, all right, straight. I said, I'm gonna go fuck him up when they open the doors for yard. So, but I told Slim, I said, yeah, when they open the door for yard, I'm coming over there. Someone coming over. He like, all right, cool. They do line movement. They call out school programs, all that shit. Boom, and then they call yard out. They call yard out. This nigga standing in his door like he tough. Now his celly is my man Flo. Flo was from Florida, so we called him Flo. Flo caught a case in Pennsylvania. And he's from Florida though. Ironic that I'm in Florida now. So now I go in the cell. Flo step out. I go in the cell. I don't close the door all the way. I thought I did, but I think Flo might have grabbed it because Flo knew what Ray had. Man, this shit was so fast. Man, we come in that joint, we square up. Man, he swings. You know me. I'm a counter fighter. Like I'm gonna allow you to swing. That's what I do. I'm a counter fighter. He swung some old weird ass shit. Man, I caught this nigga. Man, boom, bang, boom, boom, boom. Hit him with like 4 joints. Boom, bang, boom, boom, boom. It was over. He on a bed, balled up. I'm in there beating this nigga ass. I'm beating this nigga. He trying to kick me. I'm pulling him up, trying to pull him off the bed. He holding the bed. I'm trying to pull him off the bed. I'm like, you bitch ass nigga, come here, nigga. I'm boom, boom. Mind you, I fucking fractured this nigga's orbital bone. We gonna get to that later. Because I didn't even know I fractured his orbital bone yet. That shit happened in the middle of the fight, so I don't know none of that yet. I'm fucking him up. Flo come in the cell, run back in the cell, grabbing me like, come on, Ren, come on, let it go, bro, it's over, it's over, Ren, come on, please, you gonna fuck my cell up, I'm like, now this bitch ass nigga, like, you know what I mean? So now I listen to Flo though. Flo pulled me off him. He don't pull me out the cell, he pulled me over by the sink close to the door. I turn around, guess who walking in the cell? Like he wants smoke. Slim, his old head. He walking in the cell like he wants some smoke. I asked my cousin, man, swear to God, man. Wallahi, man, I tuned Slim up on the top tier. Walk up. Back up off me, nigga, right on the top tier. So I'm coming out the cell as I drill him. Boom. Brown see it. C.O. Brown see it. You know what I mean? Because now Slim, he stumbling back on the tier like he ready to fall over the fucking railing. Now I come out the cell. I look at him. I keep the G when I come out. I don't do no yelling or nothing like that. I just keep the G. I look at this nigga. He ain't one square up. I walked in my cell. I walked over to my cell. Got my coat. Got everything for Yard because Yard was still going. That's how fast that shit was. Yard still going out. I go to Yard. Brown like, you all right? I'm like, yeah, I'm all right. He like, all right, cool. I talk to you. We come back in. I was like, all right, cool. I go to Yard. We go out there. We go to the weight pit. I'm over in the weight pit. I want smoke. Them niggas acting like they got a knife. I'm in the weight pit. Ask Harold. Harold come over that joint. I give my cousin props. Harold came over, that motherfucker stood right next to me like, what's up? What we doing? And I'm like, man, whatever these niggas trying to do, whatever they trying to do, I'm trying to do. Like, because once I go on tilt, like once I go there and the smoke get to coming out of me, it's hard to stop what's already happened. So I'm like, man, it's whatever. I had already packed my shit. When I had came, I had already started packing my shit when I had came from Chad, because I thought I was going to the hole. So basically what happened was we get in the yard and shit, you know, then it was a whole bunch of, we get out in the yard or whatever. You know, we in the weight pit, he come in the weight pit. I'm like, what's up? Like, they both walk over there. Now I'm starting to see this nigga eyes swell up. Youngin, nigga shit is fucked up. It's starting to swell already. I'm like, oh, God. So, you know what I mean? Pretty much squashed it because I'm like, now by then, like, it's me, my cousin Harold, and his other niggas starting to form. Like, niggas coming to me like, yo, what's up? What we doing? I'm like, nah, y'all just chill over there. I got this. He like, all right, you sure? I'm like, yeah. They like, you need a knife? I'm like, nah, I don't want no knife. I want my story to be wrote different. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it is up there. Like, you gotta be with the shits. If a nigga, you in prison and a nigga invites you to his private parts, bro, like, it's different on the streets. I get it. You can never mind it. Social media can never mind it. If you're in prison, you in close quarters with a man, and a man invites you to his private parts, you gotta fuck that man up immediately. Immediately, you have to fuck him up. And I fucked that nigga up. So what happened was, he ended up going back to the block after Yard. He had to go to medical from what I did to this nigga eye. So they watch the cameras, but the cameras rotate. So the cameras never caught me going in the cell, but they had me down there for an investigation. They caught me down there for an investigation and was like, yo, what happened? That's when I found out what was in my files. That's when I found out that right there was what let me know how they viewed me from the streets, because they had me as a gang member in the files. Like, I'm not even in a gang. I'm just like from my block. I'm from Fifth Street. Like, you know what I mean? But they had me as a gang member in that motherfucker. Fucking gang, nigga. We don't do gangs where we come from. We just from a block. If you from our hood, that's just what it is, or whatever. So yeah, they learned a lesson that day, man. But it ain't the same for everybody. You gotta have some type of clout. You gotta have some type of shit going for you. Like, I had people behind me that fucked with me because I was a real nigga and I was a stand-up nigga. Like, I'm a rumble. Everybody know I'm a rumble. He just was one of them niggas that was feeling himself, and that's just kind of how it went. At the end of the day, do I wish that shit never happened? Fuck no. When you in jail, you need a little motherfucking stress release. You need a motherfucker to disrespect you so you can go upside his fucking head, man, because you want to go upside somebody's head, man. Like, I got so many fucking fight stories, man. Y'all hop in the comments, man, if y'all want to hear some more, because I got some. I got the fight between me and Stink. I'll break that joint down for you. that was crazy. That was a crazy fight. I got the one fight against what was his head? What was his boy's name? He beat Yusef up in the dorm. Then I broke his nose. Forgot his name. I forgot his name. One dude from Pittsburgh. I broke him down, and it's a lot of stories. I got a lot of fighting stories from up there, John. My little brother can chime in on that one Joe. The one dude from Pittsburgh that I broke down. My brother was in the next dorm over. This was like 05, whatever. But anyway, but like I said, though, man, listen, man, be careful out there, y'all. Prison is not somewhere you want to be. If you go to prison, man, understand that you got to carry yourself like a man. You can't be in there fucking off. You got one time. You got one time to tag lane. And then the game is follow the leader. You got to stay on your principles. Stay on your principles. Stand on your principles. Be the man that you are. And that's how you're going to survive prison. Because if it's meant for you to die in prison, guess what? God already wrote that. You're going to die in prison. So the only thing you can control is that little dash in between your birth date and your death date. So do everything you can do. Everything you can do to keep that integrity intact. We already made mistakes by ending up in prison. But the last thing you want to do is have to forfeit your manhood and let somebody disrespect you, bro. You know what I'm saying? So understand, but understand it ain't no guns in that joint. And knives are everywhere. And it's a different feeling. Shooting somebody and stabbing somebody is two different things. You can shoot somebody from across the street. You can shoot somebody from a block away. To stab somebody, you got to get up in there. You got to be in arm's reach. And if a nigga grab you the wrong way and get that knife from you, that's your ass, my nigga. Now you the victim, fast. So you got to make sure you understand that. So at the end of the day, if you can't fight, if you can't use these right here, if you all this, niggas gonna expose that fast. You feel me? Well, my name is Darren Morgan, aka Ren Poe. Inmate number FF9674, Cold Township Prison. I ain't proud of it, but I stand on it because I went through it. It's my life. It's my way. This was part 3. I got some more stories. If y'all want to know anything, hop in that comment section below. Subscribe. Like the channel. Ask me some questions about your loved ones that was up there with me. You might find out some stuff about them that you don't want to know. Because I know the goings on and what was going on in my prison. Because I'm going to tell some stories about some of these guys. Y'all have a good one. Stay safe. Happy New Year.